It was a typical busy evening at the Oakwood Diner, with the clatter of dishes and the hum of quiet conversations filling the air. Mia, a young black waitress with a warm smile and a calm demeanor, balanced plates of food while navigating the crowded floor. Despite the long hours, she maintained her composure and treated every customer with kindness. In the corner booth, an older, sharply dressed man named Mr. Collins sat alone, enjoying his meal. As he reached for his wallet to pay the bill, his face turned pale. His wallet was gone. Panic quickly morphed into anger as he scanned the room. His eyes landed on Mia, who had just refilled his water glass moments earlier. "You," he barked, pointing at Mia. "You took my wallet." Mia froze, the warmth draining from her face. "Sir, I haven't—" "Don't lie to me," Collins interrupted, his voice echoing across the diner. "I know it was you. You were the only one near my table." The room grew silent as patrons turned to watch the commotion. Mia's hands trembled, but she stood her ground. "I didn't take your wallet, sir. I would never do such a thing." Collins sneered. "Someone like you? Of course you'd say that." Before Mia could respond, a calm yet authoritative voice broke through the tension. "What's going on here?" It was Elon Musk, seated a few tables away. Dressed casually but unmistakably recognizable, Musk stood and approached the scene. "This girl stole my wallet," Collins exclaimed. Musk raised an eyebrow, looking between the two. "That's a serious accusation," he said evenly. "Are you sure about this?" "She was the only one near my table," Collins insisted, his face red with anger. Musk's gaze shifted to Mia, who met his eyes with a pleading look. "I didn't take it," she said softly. Musk nodded. "Then let's find out the truth." Elon Musk's words hung in the air, calming the tense atmosphere slightly. The diners watched in anticipation as Musk took control of the situation. "Let's approach this calmly," he said, his tone firm but composed. He turned to the diner's manager, who had been lingering nervously by the counter. "Do you have security cameras here?" The manager nodded quickly. "Yes, we do. The footage covers the dining area and hallways." "Perfect," Musk said, gesturing toward the office. "Let's review the footage before jumping to conclusions." Collins huffed, his irritation barely contained. "Why waste time? She's guilty, I know it." Musk turned to him, his gaze sharp. "And if she isn't? Words have consequences. Let's be absolutely sure before we accuse anyone." The manager led Musk, Collins, and Mia into the office. The small space was filled with monitors displaying various angles of the diner. Musk stood behind the manager, who rewound the footage to the time Collins had arrived. As the video played, the group watched closely. The footage showed Mia serving tables with her usual professionalism. She approached Collins's booth several times, refilling his water and bringing his meal, but there was no moment where she even touched his belongings. "See?" Mia said, her voice shaking but resolute. "I didn't do anything." Collins leaned closer to the screen, his face growing more flustered. "That doesn't prove anything. The wallet's still missing." Musk crossed his arms thoughtfully. "Is there footage of the restroom area?" he asked. The manager switched cameras, showing the hallway leading to the restrooms. Moments later, the screen displayed Collins entering the restroom with his wallet in hand. The tension in the room shifted dramatically as Musk pointed to the screen. "There it is. You had your wallet when you went to the restroom." Collins's face turned crimson as the realization hit him. "I must have dropped it," he mumbled, his voice barely audible. Musk nodded. "Let's check." He turned to Mia. "You've been wrongly accused. Let's make this right." Following Musk's suggestion, the group made their way to the restroom area. Collins trailed behind, his earlier arrogance replaced with visible embarrassment. Mia walked cautiously beside Musk, her head held high despite the emotional toll of the confrontation. The tension in the diner had shifted, and now all eyes were on this unlikely procession. When they arrived, the manager opened the restroom door and began searching the area. It didn't take long to find Collins's wallet. It was lying near the sink, partially hidden beneath the counter, as if it had fallen unnoticed. Musk picked it up carefully and turned to Collins. "Here's your wallet," Musk said, his voice calm but firm. "Looks like you dropped it." Collins's face turned beet red as he took the wallet, his hands shaking slightly. I I didn't mean to accuse her, he stammered, avoiding eye contact with Mia. It was a mistake. I wasn't thinking. Musk's expression hardened. A mistake? He repeated, his tone cutting. A mistake is misplacing your keys. What you did was make a public accusation against someone without a shred of proof. You not only humiliated her, but also reinforced harmful stereotypes. Do you realize the damage that could have caused? Collins fidgeted uncomfortably, the weight of Musk's words sinking in. You're right, he admitted quietly, his voice barely above a whisper. Turning to Mia, he finally met her gaze. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions. I was wrong, and I have no excuse for my behavior. Mia's expression softened slightly, but her voice remained steady. Your words hurt, sir, she said. Next time, think before you accuse someone. It's not just about what you said, it's about how you made me feel. The tension eased slightly as Musk stepped forward. Apologies are a start, but they're not enough. Actions speak louder than words. If you're truly sorry, prove it. Collins nodded, his face still flushed with shame. Reaching into his wallet, he pulled out a stack of bills and handed them to Mia. This is for the trouble I caused, he said, his voice breaking slightly. And I'll make sure to come back and tip you every time I'm here. Mia hesitated, her hands trembling slightly, but she accepted the gesture. Musk gave her a reassuring nod. You deserve more than an apology. Don't let anyone make you feel small. You handled this with grace. The air in the diner grew lighter as the group returned to the dining area. Collins approached Mia, his expression filled with remorse. I'm sorry for what I said and did, he admitted, handing her a generous tip. I'll make it up to you, starting now. Mia hesitated but accepted, her voice steady. Thank you, but remember, respect costs nothing. Elon Musk, watching nearby, nodded in approval. It's not just about saying sorry, it's about learning and doing better. Over the coming weeks, Collins returned often, each time leaving an apology and a generous tip. Slowly, his actions began to speak louder than his initial accusation. For Mia, the ordeal became a reminder of resilience and justice. And for the other diners, it was proof that kindness and courage could turn even the hardest situations into something meaningful. Sometimes the simplest gestures can spark the greatest change. And that's the end of our story. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. Also, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next story. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.